damn, is my Olympics over?
This could be massive ramification for New Zealand moving forward.
Like, I thought my leg had broken in half.
Black Ferns Sevens captain Sarah Hirini faces a race against time to be fit for next year's Paris Olympics.
And to get ready for the Olympics means that time is of the essence.
Most people that get ACL injuries are 9 to 12 months.
We're almost putting a year's rehab into 7.5 months.
Am I pushing it too much? Do I have enough time? If I'm ready and don't get picked, like, that's just constant.
We know exactly what she's working towards, and that's to be part of that Olympic team.
I know that if anyone can, she can come back from it. She loves a challenge.
The Black Ferns Sevens are the current Olympic champions, and the Paris Games are just over 7 months away.
Standing on the podium with my team, hopefully with a gold medal around my neck, that would be pretty amazing.
Gossie is one of the most well-known female sports stars in the world, but you'd never know that. Like anybody else, she turns up ready to do her work at the right time, works really hard. She knows what it takes to win.
To come back and grind out a win, I'm so proud, I'm so happy with the group and the season that we've had.
She's our captain for a reason, just a natural leader on the field. She's amazing at what she does. Off the field, just a genuine, caring person.
The thing I love about Gossie is that she'll have a conversation with the team, she'll have a conversation with the kid at school, and she'll have the same conversation with the CEO of New Zealand Rugby. She doesn't see levels, she just sees people.
It doesn't matter whether you're 5 or 55, she finds a way to connect with people. She's able to bring a group together. When times are tough and you need a bit of a boot up the butt, she can do that too.
Yeah, I guess what people see on the field, she's like this really straight-faced leader, staunch beast on the field. And then at home, she's so chill. She loves a good time. All her mates, from whatever background, love being around her.
Yeah, I'm definitely not confrontational off the field. But she's I think I'd change personalities when I'm on the field.
Knocks Fredericks down, sit down. I'm going to the try line.
The work rate she puts out on the field, she's accurate. One of the best people to draw and pass in the team.
She's got an amazing skill set, but she's got this real grit and physical ability. In the game of sevens, one game of 14 minutes is intense. But to do that 6 times and then to play every single minute of that, under pressure, under fatigue.
Hirini comes through.
Try assists.
Hirini, of course, involved.
Turnovers.
Hirini's all over this one.
Line breaks.
Sarah Hirini, the captain, the veteran of this side, takes it upon herself, as she has done for a decade.
I don't want to compare to a male counterpart, but she's like the Richie McCaw of our game.
New Zealand are the HSBC Sydney Sevens champions.
Greatest female player of all time is quite fitting.
Sarah Hirini, the New Zealand captain, runs out history made. The first woman to play 200 matches on the World Series. A ferocious player, a fearless leader, she is a fine ambassador for the sport and her country.
I think it's the commitment to grow, the commitment to be the best version of herself. I don't think there's anyone that knows performance like Gossie does.
I just love playing footy. It's made me happy, it's given me a purpose, and yeah, I think I just want to make the most of that opportunity since I've got it. Tokyo, even though it was really different, like even now thinking about it, it's still one of my most memorable rugby moments. That's been my goal, to win a gold medal. Standing on the podium with my teammates was one of the coolest things. I think that's probably the most important thing, is sharing it with the ones who love and support you the most. The start of the 2024 season was great. Felt probably a lot more hungry to give what I wanted to, and quite determined to kind of start the Olympic season off higher than what I would normally have. To be honest, I was hitting some quite good PBs, the fastest I've ever been, so I felt in really, really good shape, and I know how good momentum is when you start a season off and then flow that on through the year. So we wanted to win. That was kind of what we talked about.
So as we turned into Dubai, it was a real growth tournament for us. It was our first tournament back on the World Series, and it was about connecting as a group, building combinations again, and relying on the leadership and the experience that we had in the group, and one of those people being Gossie.
We were playing Great Britain in the second pool game of Dubai on day one. To be honest, we were smashing them, I think, by like 40 points or something. I remember looking at the clock, there was less than 30 seconds to go, and Kels and I had tracked over the girl who got the ball on the edge. is quick, she's pretty fast, and then she's full steps back on me. I just remember reaching back, I didn't touch her, she fully stepped me, and I just heard a pop, and it was sore.
There's real trouble on the edge though for a player down. It may even be Hirini.
And I haven't had a lot of injuries to get that feeling, but I knew that, I thought my leg had broken in half. That's what it felt like.
She does not look good. She looks distraught. This could be massive ramifications for New Zealand moving forward.
Initially, when the pain hit, it was, damn, is my Olympics over? It felt like maybe 2 seconds before the physio was there, and then I just seen Kels look at me, and I was like, yeah, shit, this isn't good.
I think we didn't even have to say anything, just that feeling of you knew it wasn't right.
She's the toughest woman I know, and she would never stay down. Like, that's got to be serious. The whistle blew, everything finished, we won the game, but I did not care because all I saw was Sarah was down, and my heart sunk.
It was like painful, and Kate was like, what's wrong, what's wrong? I still remember it was my knee. I was like, I know. I was like, it's not right. And then she was like, okay, yeah, we'll get you up, we'll get you off the field. And then when I stood up, it's like the pain had just gone. And I thought, damn, man, maybe I'm just lying here for no reason. Maybe I'm a Hollywood. That's instantly what I thought. And she was like, you need to get carried off, Ed's here to take you. And I was like, nah.
She walked off the field, and I was like, you stubborn cow. You're not going to let anyone else see that it's a serious knee injury.
Gossie, being her, pulls herself up off the ground and walks off, which probably makes people think, oh, yeah, she's all good.
It might have been a knee, but that is good news on those signals, walking off the field under her own steam.
I think that probably just shows you how tough she is and a face she'll put on to, I guess, keep everyone now strong and level-headed around her.
The team had come off and we were in our huddle, which we normally do after every game, just a debrief. She walked off the field, even probably a little jog to make sure she was in the huddle in time. And the only thing she said was nothing about the injury, it was all about feedback about the game. You know, making sure that we knew what our learnings were from that game and what our focus was in between games to make sure that we're ready. It's a memory for me that really explains who she is. Team first. Performance first, and worry about herself after, and you know, it'll be something that I'll remember forever, that engagement.
And so limped off, went straight into the medical tent to get checked over by the doctor, and she was like, we need to get a scan before anything happens. Yeah, the MRIs at the hospital kind of confirmed probably the worst. A bit of, probably a lot more disbelief than anything. Yeah, Murph had come, the S&C had come with us and sat for a while in the hospital, yarning about it. I was walking around like, nah, my legs are all good, we'll be sweet. And then the doctor came in and said, it's a complete ACL tear, and I was like, I just cried, just like bawled, and I couldn't believe it. I knew the time frames. I'd seen others go through it and kind of got it, and I was like, in my head I was like, okay, well, that is potentially me done for the year, so there was no shot at making the Olympics then.
To see her get injured was heartbreaking, I guess. But initially, Gossie's never had an injury, not since I've been involved in this team. So when it first happened, I sort of shrugged it off initially thinking, she doesn't get injured. and so will be sweet. And it wasn't really until I saw the replay that you kind of started doubting the fact that maybe she isn't invincible.
When we found out, I think we all started. I think me and Kels were crying and Sarah was crying, and I think we all went back to her room and we pretty much stayed in there all night with her. I think it was till about midnight, allowing her to we could just vent with her, and she wasn't by herself. But yeah, I just felt sorry for my mate.
Just lucky that, like, when stuff like that happens, that the whole team kind of get around you. And I think that probably the hardest thing after that is that, like, knowing I couldn't help, just sit and watch in the stands for 3 games, which is tough, and then knowing they were going over to Cape Town to try and perform again. So yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, I was absolutely gutted, to be fair. I found it extremely difficult the following week in Cape Town, like it was still so fresh. But here I was trying to be excited to play in the World Series, so for myself it was a bit of mixed emotions, and in a way probably excited to get back home and just check in with her and see how she was doing.
For them to do that is very, very special, but then I suppose the reality of why they're doing it kind of sinks in. Yeah, so it's tough. You see the video, I'm bawling my eyes out, and when you watch your good friends cry too, and just knowing you're leaving your team to come home, yeah, it's pretty. Like I said, it's a special and touching moment, but also very tough, and the reality of why it's going on.
Black Ferns Sevens captain Sarah Hirini faces a race against time to be fit for next year's Paris Olympics after undergoing surgery for an ACL injury sustained at the Dubai Sevens earlier this month. The 31-year-old will work with the team's medical staff to begin rehabilitation in the new year, and the Paris Games are just over 7 months away.
Most people that get ACLs injuries are 9 to 12 months. We're asking our special lady to do that in 7.
She's unbelievable, so I know that if anyone can, she can come back from it. She loves a challenge.
There's no doubt. We know exactly what she's working towards, and that's to be part of that Olympic team.
Just standing on the podium with my team, hopefully with a gold medal around my neck, that would be pretty amazing.
And the Olympic champions, New Zealand.
We don't have time to have any setbacks, so and this is the hard thing, we have to push quite hard